Okay, there we go. We are officially recording. One thing that I often forget. So that is checked off the list. You guys, we have an awesome call tonight. Amy Richard is going to be leading a call for, I'm kind of a new, right, party event that she started doing. She told me to call it the 1 hour online party event, and she'll speak more to that and get kind of narrowed in. But you guys know, everybody knows Amy is really like the company leader when it comes to PV and sales and parties and knowing how to treat current and past and future customers. So Amy really does a phenomenal job in paving the way for all of Zaya in this category. So we all know, love, and trust Amy, and I'm so pumped that she volunteered to do this call, because I think all of us are going to be able to walk away and be like, wow, something to think about, probably something that we can immediately implement into our businesses. And that's what makes Amy and her business so powerful, is that it's always stuff that is relevant and things that you can take and use now. So without further ado, double Zaya, Amy Richard, take it away, sis.
Thanks. Leah, can you do me a favor and make me a host so that I can screen share?
Yeah, let me do it right now.
I just want to make sure that I'm able to do that.
Okay, there's two, I see two Amy's. So let me just see, let me know if it.
I'm the not muted Amy. I don't know if you can tell.
Oh yeah, yep, for sure. Okay.
So I can see my other Amy. She's mine.
Change host. All right, it's all yours.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I am super excited to share with you. I always, I'm always happy to share what I'm doing in hopes that it's going to help somebody else. Because we shouldn't keep secrets to ourselves, right, Stephanie? I'm just totally kidding. So something that I started doing, you guys, I've been in Zaya for over 3 years, and I've honestly done my parties the same since day one. And to be quite frank with you, I've done them the same is because why fix something that's not broken? My parties, have I had dead parties? Sure. But in general, like, my party format has worked for me. It has worked for me. So whether it's the way I deliver it or the million of posts I do every day, I don't know. I don't know why it works for me, but it's always worked for me. And so I've just always done it the same. Okay. But I wanted to try something different. And I was a part of an Usborne Books party about a month ago. And I was a participant in the party, just like the format that I am now going to do and teach you about tonight. And I just thought it was so awesome. It was fast, it was painless, it was quick. I mean, it was just like, it was great. And it was so great that, I mean, I bought Usborne Books from plenty of reps before, but it was so great that I told the hostess or the rep that I wanted to host a party with her because I thought she did a really good job. So I hosted a party with her. And again, from the host standpoint, then I thought it was brilliant. It was super easy on me. I barely had to do anything. I earned $300 in free books, which, if you guys are familiar with Usborne's, it's a fuck ton of books because they are like $5 a piece. So, I mean, it was great. Okay. And so I told her, I was like, I started asking her some questions about like the back end, how she set it up, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, I think I'm going to do this with a Zaya party. And she's like, well, whoever you do as your first host, like, just invite me to it. Like, I'll be a part of their party. And I was like, okay, cool. So what I did was I asked one of my really good friends, great customer. She also has a similar network to many of my customers anyways. I asked her if she would be my guinea pig. And the reason I asked her to do it was a couple of reasons. She's hosted lots of parties in the past. They always do well. So I knew that this was kind of like, I wouldn't have a flop of a party, but she would be a good person to like try it out on. Okay. And so the first one, I'm going to tell you how well it did, but it's not really indicative to the format, okay? Because most of the people that participate in this party had participated in my parties before, were familiar with Zaya, would probably shop whether I did a 7-day party or a 1-hour party. It didn't matter. But what I wanted was their feedback as well. So I wanted feedback from my hostess on how she thought it went and how easy it was for her. But then I also wanted feedback from the participants who have been part of many parties the way I've done it in the past, and just kind of get their take on both. So the first party I did, you guys, it did $2,200. I did a 1-hour party. Within 3 days, she had $2,200 in sales. If you're asking me if I asked her to be a rep, she's already been a rep for the discount before. So no, she didn't sign up to be a rep, and that's fine. She's a rep for another network marketing company. But she said it was so easy, and all the participants said like it was great, like it was quick and over. I felt like I needed to do my order right away, and then I just moved on. So I did it with her. It was great. Okay. But I knew it was going to be great. So I didn't want to share it right away and be like, oh, you guys, here's the new party format I did. You're going to hit $2,200. Woohoo. She probably would have hit $2,200 regardless of the party format. Right. So last week I did another one on Thursday night. This hostess had hosted with me before. The last time she hosted with me, she only had a $200 party. She hit $1,000 in 3 days. Okay. And then I just did another one last night, and this hostess has hosted with me before. I think she hit 600 last night or last time that she hosted with me. She's currently at 200 with at least 4 people. I know there's more that are planning to order. So I'm hoping, and I really am confident that she'll hit at least 1,000. So that's all great information, but you're like, Amy, what the fuck is this party? Like, how do you do it? Let's cut to the chase. So what I have done for you guys is I have put together a guide on exactly what you need to do from start to finish with verbiage and everything. And I'll share these docs with Leah so she can email them out to the team. It's a PDF. And she can email it out to everyone. We can also post it to the team page, but it's going to give you verbiage for your messaging with your hostess, your coaching with your hostesses, and then also the posts that you're going to do. So the biggest thing, you guys, though, is everything that you're going to be doing behind the scenes, which, to be honest, with any party, the success of the party comes from what you're doing behind the scenes than what you're posting, right? So this is going to be no different. It's just probably going to take a lot less of your time over a lot shorter amount of days, probably. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And first, we'll start with, okay, not this one. Our how-to guide. And again, take notes on things that I'm saying, but don't worry about like specific verbiage and stuff like that, because I am going to share this. So what I did was I asked my hostesses, I told them straight up, because the ones that I've done parties for in this format are all ones that have hosted with me in the past. So they know how I typically do my format. Now I have another one coming that I'm doing this week. She's never hosted with me before, but she has participated in one of my parties before. So basically when I ask them to host, I would highly suggest for your first one, asking somebody that you know is going to be a good hostess. Okay. Somebody that is going to do the things that you're going to ask them to do, because this is going to make or break your party. Okay. So I told Annie, I said, hey, I want to try out this new format. It's going to be a 1-hour party. I'm going to tell you everything you need to do. And it's going to be quick, short, and painless. Would you be interested in trying out? She was like, oh yeah, heck yeah. Like, sure. No problem. So what I did was obviously set up her hostess link, set it for the actual day the party was going to start. And that's what I always do with my hostess links, so that they're on my site, but it doesn't actually say until the date that it's going to be. I sent it to my hostess. I told her, she can share it out with whoever she wants prior to her party, blah, blah, blah. Same things I do with any party. So 5 to 6 days before the party starts, I'll let her know. I said, okay, I'm going to send you, I only want you to add people to this party that you ask personally if they want to attend and they say yes. Okay. So I only wanted people to be in this group that said, yes, like I want to be in this party. Okay. So she said, okay, that sounds good. I said, I'm going to give you, a message that you can send out to get as many yeses as you can. And she said, okay, sounds good. So I gave her a sample message, and you'll see it here. It says, hey, I'm hosting a quick online Zaya Active event, blah, 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 blah. It's on this day at this time. Can I send you an invite, right? So then, and if you don't know this, this is maybe me living under a rock. I didn't know this before my Usborne Books rep told me this, but I had her edit the message if she didn't like how it sounded, because it obviously sounds like me. If she wanted to add her own kind of, I love the all-star bra that I bought or whatever. Like, I told her to personalize it, make it her own, and then send it back to me. So that's what she did. Then what she can do is, if in a Facebook Messenger, if she holds down on that message that she just sent to me, you can forward that message to as many people as you want, but it'll come to them in an individual message. Okay, so if you hold down on that message and then you click, 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 click all the people that you want to send it to, it'll send it out to them individually. So I told her if she wants to send it out to a bunch of people that way, she can. If she wants to personalize each message and send them out individually, she could do that too. Doesn't matter. So I instructed her that, and you can see that here in the next message. I didn't know you could do this. I was like, what? When my Usborne Books rep told me this, I was like, I had no idea. So I told her to shoot for sending out about 50 messages to try and get like 20 to 25 yeses. Like, that would be ideal. Okay. And I said, for now, just keep a list of the people that say yes. And she's like, okay, cool. So then, and then I didn't do this with her, but I've been tweaking this with each party. But then what I've also been giving my hostesses, like you guys probably do now, is if you want to post something to your personal page to maybe attract a few more people, here's a graphic and here's some verbiage you can post on your personal page too. Again, if people say yes to your post, keep them in your list of yeses. So then after I instructed her to do that, the next day I just check in and say, like, how many yeses are you at? And like, just kind of like, cheering her on. Like, if she said 9 or 7 or whatever, I'm like, okay, that's great. Like, let's try and get a few more, blah, 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 whatever. 4 days before the party, I again just let her know, like, try and nail down a few more yeses. And then tomorrow I'm going to have you add everyone into the event. Okay. So what's different about the way I typically do parties, so I typically create a group because you can schedule posts in a group. But for this party specifically, I created an event. Okay, so you're going to create an event on Facebook. When you create it, you're going to make your hostess the co-host. So when you set that up, that'll be like one of your options. It's like add a co-host or something like that. You'll put a cover photo, you'll name the event, whatever you want to name it. I set it for the date and time that my live event was going to be. So it was going to be Sunday at Central. 8 p.m. Central. I set it for the start time, and then I set the end time for just a week from there, just so that the event would stay like in their recent events. You're going to set it as an online event. And then you're going to choose other, and once you guys are like setting this up, you'll understand. And also I want to preface with, I do everything from my phone. So if you're doing this from a computer and it looks different, to be honest, I can't help you because I don't set things up from my computer. So you might have to kind of figure it out, but I set everything up from my phone. So this is the way, walking through the steps coming from your phone. And then in the details, so it asks you the details. Here's where I put like the date and time of the actual event, and then this little description about like what it's going to be, and then include the hostess's link. And then you'll want to turn on all your notifications for that event. So once I've done that, created the event, which I'm going to show you one here. Here it is. Okay, so I'm scrolled to the beginning so I can show you in order. So I created the event, and then I right away put in 2 posts, even before there were people added into the group. The first one is a bunch of sizing guides. And so I have, all the the typical sizing guides that you probably upload to your party anyways. So there's a post with sizing guides. The next one is just some general information. It has the return policy. Sorry, you guys. The care instructions, blue moon, what some of the labels mean, what is Zaya, what makes Zaya unique, all those kinds of things. Probably the things that you got at the beginning of your parties, right? So I did that. Then, so that's kind of all I set up before I had her put people in the group. So then this is the best part, you guys. So when your hostess adds people to the party, she can mark them as going in the event. So what I instruct her to do, so once she adds all her people into the party, they'll be in her like invited list. Next to their name is a little pencil. And so I told her, go ahead and mark them as going because they've already told you yes to the party. Okay. So by her doing that, they automatically are going to start seeing my post. They don't have to accept any invite whatsoever, which is awesome because we all know right now the hardest part with the Facebook groups is people aren't getting the notifications to even join the group, let alone joining the group. Right? So this automatically puts them in the party. The other beautiful part about it is when I go to do a post and I go to tag, it automatically gives me the entire list of all the people that are going to the party. Now, one thing that we found, because one of the girls on my team has done this as well, and she was trying to do it from her computer, is if you do the post from your computer, the tag list does not come up, or at least it didn't for her. So I do everything from my phone, so I hadn't run into this problem. But when I go to do the post, I get all the people in the party there and I can tag them all in the post, but she could not from her computer. So I don't know if that was like a Facebook glitch or what, but I do know that could be an issue if you're working from your computer. So then, so I have her add everybody in. That's 3 days before the party. So 2 days before the party, after guests have been added in, I just do a outfit of the day post, which you can see here. I just did like, so her party was going to be on Sunday. So this was on Friday. I just said like, I'm going to be giving you a crash course on all things Zaya. And I just shared my outfit of the day. It was all that I did that day. So again, 2 days prior, I, just like basically like pumped her up for adding her people into the group, let her know that the next 2 days there would be a few posts leading up until the actual time of the party. So day before the party, again, I'm just shooting her a quick message, reminding her that if she adds anybody else to the party to mark them with the pencil as going, and that I would be doing a couple posts that day. I only do 2 posts on Saturday. So on Saturday, I did a welcome to the party. And you can see, I like reminded them what time the event was going to be. I told them to set an alarm. I let them know if they show up on time, they'll have a chance to win a bomber bra. But again, you can change your giveaways to what makes sense to you. Giving them all kinds of instructions, telling them to set their notifications, blah, blah, blah. Here's the shopping link, different things like that. And then their first drawing entry was, how do you know the hostess? So you can see people are commenting on that one. Then, so that was probably Saturday morning. Then partway through the day on Saturday, I do another one. This one is just asking them to tell me about them, asking them what they're shopping for, who they're shopping for, what kind of clothes, that kind of stuff. So just getting some more information to get them interacting. Then on Saturday, I did an outfit of the day post, both workout and casual. And then, so then on Sunday morning, so the day of the party, let's see. Here's the day of the party. Here it is. So I thanked her for commenting on the post so far, and then also just told her, just a heads up, before the party starts, an hour before the party starts, I want you to send out a reminder message to everybody on your guest list, just reminding them that the party's starting. It should take her 5 minutes. And so I gave her exactly what I wanted her to say. So, hey, quick reminder, my Zaya party starting at blah, blah, blah. If you show up on time, there will be a giveaway, so on and so forth. I also did a post where they could win a prize for messaging me prior to the party. So if you want to, if you're going to include something like that, you could also remind your hostess to remind them to, like, you'll see, I'm going to show you in a second, but go pick a battleship square or whatever. So then the day of the party, I do a scavenger hunt post. So this was, they were supposed to go find a bra, a legging, a jogger, a tank top or shirt, and then their choice of items that were, and start their wish list. So you can see people are starting to screenshot and put different items in the comments of things that they want, which is helpful for me to help them shop. Then I did another outfit of the day post. And then this post in the afternoon as well, which is a battleship game. So they have to pick a square, message it to me to claim a prize, which for me, I do things that make sense to my business. So I had, some of them are like a $5 gift card to use on their order, a $10 gift card to use on their order, or a free pair of performance socks if they place an order, like with any order. So I always try and grab, every time I place a Hostess Rewards order, I always try and grab like extra headbands, scrunchies, socks, so I can use those in giveaways in an instance like this. But all of the prizes are only if they place an order. They'll get whatever item that what they picked. Then ideally you're gonna post this an hour before, but I forgot yesterday. And so I posted it 15 minutes before, you'll see that. But typically in the other ones that I've done, I posted this an hour, and you can see with each post, I'm tagging everybody that's in the group. So I forgot to mention that. So you can see every single post that I've done, with the exception of my outfit of the day posts. I'm tagging every single person that is in the party so that they see it and they can go and comment. So this one, again, I'm giving them the directions on how the party is going to work, when it's going to start, how they can win, and so on and so forth. So you can see those graphics there. Then the party starts. So party starts at 7 o'clock. This one was 7 o'clock Eastern. So at 7 o'clock, I start the post. I'm posting every like 5-ish minutes, kind of just depends on if I'm like literally just sitting there posting, or if I'm doing bath time and throwing in some posts here and there, or whatever I'm doing. So I'm posting basically every 5 minutes, but I have all the posts saved and ready to go. And all I have to do is post them. So you can't schedule them. That's the downside to an event, but the upside is that you can very easily tag everybody in the group, because they automatically show up when you go to post the post. So there are then going to be 10 posts. So this one's just, trying to figure out if they know Zaya. Next one is giving them the rules of the giveaway. So letting them know, if they comment, they get an entry. And this is just how I do it. I also do a special shopping deal for that night. If they shop the night of the party, they get that special offer. Then I do a post about sale shopping, which right now obviously includes the Bradley favorites. First post is going to be about leggings. So this is just talking about all, that all leggings are different. So I have a reel. I've got the size guides again, and then a bunch of pictures of leggings. And then they were instructed to find a pair on the website that they like and drop them in the comments. So you can see people drop in their leggings that they like in the comments. Next one, I highlight 3 different styles of leggings. So I do light and tights, luxe, and unity, and then post pictures of those as well. Next post is going to be all about bras. So again, it's pretty simple and to the point. I think I highlight 6 different bras. I try and stick with just like staple ones that we have multiple colors, or that we typically always have around or in stock. So I've got a table here, and then I ask them to comment which ones they have their eyes on. Then I do one post about joggers. Again, I'm just doing, 5 different styles of joggers. So I share those. bunch of pictures of joggers. Again, I think I asked them to ask which styles catching their eye. This is like the biggest cop out post ever because it's just, so I always find it really hard to talk about tops because there's so many, they're constantly changing. What I like may not interest anybody else. So I literally just say, there's a lot of them, go find one you like. And I just upload a bunch of pictures of different tops, usually depending, I mean, with the season as it is, I started with long sleeves. And then as you get towards the end of this post, there's tank tops and stuff like that. Then I talk about the hosting opportunity. I talk about the rep opportunity, and that's it. And then I do kind of like a wrap up post, letting them know like if they shop tonight, what their promo is, how long shopping is going to be open for, so on and so forth. And then I kind of like try to go back and address some of the comments. And then a little bit later, probably about an hour later, I do a little wrap up post with my my VIP group there so they can join that. And then what I do is I do my best to go back through and address any comments that I feel like need to be addressed right now to help people shop, right? One thing that I have found, and I don't know if it's just like glitchy on my phone and my Facebook, is that when I'm getting the notifications, I click on the notification, it doesn't take me to where the person left the comment. Like it takes me to the event, but it's like not directly taking me to the comment. So what I did last night was I just scrolled back to the beginning of the party, and I just looked at each post and the comments, and I addressed any ones that I felt like needed to be addressed like right then to help people shop right then. I responded to those. I then clicked through each picture in each post and saw if there's any comments, because if people commented on specific pictures, it's really hard. Like this is where it gets a little glitchy. So I just like click through quick, see if anybody commented on specific pictures, like saying like, oh, what leggings are these or whatever. Like they might want to know that right now. So I would respond with the direct link to those leggings. So I just like scrolled through really quick and did what I needed to do last night. And then I went to bed, obviously. And then this morning I went back through and was more like attentive and like engaging in my comments. Like if people, you know, well, you can see, just trying to think of an example. Like these ones I did last night, they asked about, you know, the rep opportunity, different questions about the rep opportunity. They commented about hosting a party. So those were all like pretty quick comments that I did last night. Even like this one, I gave her the direct link because she asked what that jacket was. But other ones I went back through today and did, you know, when I had a chance to sit down and go through the party today. So what I did was I have all of those also in a Google Doc and noted like what graphics I have attached to them. Obviously, you probably in your phone have a million pictures saved and certain graphics that you like. So you can kind of like those in here. But I also have all the posts and like left kind of like parentheses where you would need to fill in like what is applicable to your business or to your posts and different things like that. The biggest thing is going to be on the front end. I think coaching your hostess to do those messages and those reach outs to get those people in the party. The first one I did, there was about 30 people in the party. She got about 30 yeses. So that was great. The second one I did, I think there was 11. There was just 11 people, which again, she still hit 1,000 because all those people said yes, they wanted to be there. So likely that meant they were probably going to shop, right? Or they wouldn't have said yes. And then the one I did last night, I think there's 14 in it. So again, they're going to be probably smaller groups. Maybe that's what you're used to. I'm not sure. But I think like from a hostess standpoint, all of my hostesses so far have been like, this is great. Like that was over so fast. it's a little bit like for me, because I'm like such a planner, I like being able to schedule my post stuff. Like it's a little bit of an adrenaline rush to be completely honest, because you're like cutting and pasting and throwing those posts in all like within an hour. But then it's over. And then I guess I can show you, let me just show you how I'm kind of like wrapping up the party from last night. So obviously I did all those posts. So then this morning I did like a thank you post, again, letting them know about the deadline, so on and so forth. I did an outfit of the day post, and then I started doing my thank you. So we did get an order last night. So I did my thank you to her, did a Make Her Monday post, and then I did a party pool post tonight. So you can see so far there are 4 people that are saying, oh, and 1 person that already ordered. So 4 people say that they're going to order still. So I'm still expecting at least 4 more orders. But I think there's more as well. And so what I'll do, let's see, today is Monday. So tomorrow I will just basically be doing thank you posts. I'll also do an outfit of the day post, and just kind of like wrapping things up. So it was quick, easy, in and out. I typically do multi-hostess parties, and I think somebody said in the chat, like, could you do this with multi-hostesses? I think you could, but to be honest, I think it'd be pretty overwhelming in the moment, because depending on how big that group is, once you get done with your post and you want to go back and respond to comments, if you've got a big group, that's going to take you a while. Like for most of mine, so that I've done so far, there's been about like 5 people that are like actually participating live, like as I'm posting, they're commenting. And even that amount is a lot to respond to every single, like that's 5 people on 10 posts. That's 50 comments you need to respond to, or should kind of like potentially need to respond to. So if you're thinking like multiple hostesses with multiple guests, like it could probably get pretty overwhelming. I personally do not think I will do multi-hostess in this format at all. And I'm like all for a multi-hostess party. But I also think it like is much more personal to your hostess if you do it this way as well. So I don't know. I think you could do it multi-hostess. I just think it would be, to be honest, I just think it'd be very overwhelming. I'm not easily overwhelmed, and I think it would be very overwhelming to have that many people, especially if they all show up live to comment. So that's kind of like just that simple first to get a better temperature of like who is going to be ordering. So now tomorrow I will reach out to everybody in the group, offer help, see who's so the follow-up stuff is still going to be the same that you probably do with your normal parties. It's just the delivery that's really the biggest difference. So I'll go ahead, you guys go ahead. If you have questions or comments or whatever, go ahead and unmute yourself, because that's really like what I've got.
Okay, I have a question, Amy.
Yeah.
You've done a couple of these. You know how Facebook was like flagging, so you have all of these posts you're copying and pasting them. Do you think they'll get flagged like it does in groups, like if you're just doing the same kind of posts, or do you think it's changed enough that it wouldn't get flagged?
I mean, honestly, I don't know, but I mean, I'm changing the shopping link. I'm changing the hostess's name. I'm usually changing kind of like maybe like the intro, like the lead up kind of. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Who knows what they're gonna do?
Yeah. I find it hard to believe.
So far, so good.
Yeah, no issues
Cool.
so far. And also, like every post, I mean, I'm never using the exact same pictures in the exact same order. Also, like that's always different. So
Question.
yeah.
Do you think this could be replicated into a group, or it just wouldn't have the same effect as an event? Because
Well, the downside to a group is, first of all, like, you can't control who accepts the invite into the group. Like, you can't
true.
mark
Okay.
them as going. And also, like, in a group, I can't tag everybody in the group in every post. Because when I go to tag, I'd have to type in every single person's name to get them to come up for me to tag them. Whereas this one, as soon as I hit tag, all 12 people in the party show up and I just hit the box next to their name.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't be able to do that in a group,
Okay.
from what I could tell.
Gracias.
Yeah. Other questions?
So there's no live videos. So you're not doing lives. So I feel like, so I'm doing a multi-hostess party right now and I've got 4 or 5. Although it seems like there's a lot happening in a half hour. And I'm like, I feel like it's, even if I were to do that 5 times over, it still might be less time than what I'm putting into this like big multi-hostess event where there's like a million posts and all these live videos. So I feel like from a timing perspective, like you could maybe do more individual and still save time versus doing like a big block party or like multi-hostess. And again, not that either one is, better or worse. I'm just in my head, I'm just thinking, I feel like I'm reflecting on the time that I have into this one. And I'm like, I could have done, you know what I mean? You could easily do that 5 times in a row because it is kind of the same copy paste format. And so,
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on like what your, like, if your goal is 4 hostesses a month, right? If you have 4 nights, 1 hour each, and then really, because all the buildup is just like messaging your hostess. You're not doing anything except telling your hostess what to do. Like, you're not, there's no like time commitment prior to the party besides you setting up the event and then telling your hostess what to do. And then on the back end of it, once the party's over, it's just the follow-ups, like reaching out to all the people in the group. So again, that's just like sending 10 messages, right?
Right.
And asking your hostess to also follow up. So like the time commitment's very small.
right.
The way I see it, right?
Yeah.
But if you can block out, I mean, honestly, the first one literally took me an hour because I was like, God. But the one I did last night, I probably had all the posts posted in 40 minutes. Like I didn't actually wait like the full 5. Like I wasn't posting like legit posting 1 every 5 minutes, like I had them all posted. I was done posting by 7:45.
Right.
And then I just like responded to comments after that, basically. So I think it just depends on like how you want to use your time.
Right.
To be honest. Yeah.
I mean, like that's as long as we've been on this call, 43 minutes.
Right. Yeah, I could have done a party right now, you guys, but instead I'm doing this for you. But I've only done, and I don't know, again, I don't know like what nights of the week worked best. I did a Sunday night. The first one I did was Sunday night and had great engagement. I don't know if it was because it was Sunday night. It was 8 p.m. All the people are in Central Time, so it was 8 p.m. Central. It was great engagement. Again, most of those people were already my customers, so I knew they'd play along. Then I did Thursday night, and again, it was at 8 o'clock Eastern time, so it was 7 p.m. for me, but they were all on Eastern. And I think I had about 4 or 5-ish actually participating live then. And then last night it would have been 7 p.m. Eastern. They were all in Eastern time. And there was about 5-ish people like participating live as well. And then people have today have went back and like commented on the posts and stuff. So I don't know what the magic time or day is. For me, like Thursdays and Sundays make the most sense because like Friday and Saturday, I feel like is like a no-go. And the beginning of the week is also kind of a no-go. I don't know. So I just felt like Thursday and Sunday sounded good. So I don't know.
Amy,
I don't know the magic answer.
do you do like any major posting after that hour event? Like I've done some Usborne too, where it's like, other than like thank yous they've put in like after the event, but
No, I mean, I did. So I did like a general thank you this morning with like a reminder of the order deadline and, go back through the posts and comment. Like I haven't done the drawing yet. So if you comment on all 10 posts, like you'll still be entered basically. And then I always share my outfit of the day. So I'm just plopping that in there too. And then just thank yous for orders coming in. And then I'll do, like as we're getting down the wire, like, oh, your host is only $136 away from the next level. Like I'll throw those ones in there too. But that's it.
Okay.
I love this because I'm sorry, my voice is like hoarse. I love this because I have an in-home event scheduled in the next couple of weeks, and we actually set up an event to invite people for the in-home event anyways. And there's people that aren't going to be able to make it.
I'm doing that.
This.
So Sunday I have an in-home event. The in-home event's from 2 to 5. And then I'm going to do a live online party at 8 p.m. that night for the people that either can't attend or aren't local. So, but I had her do the exact same thing. Like I had her message out, like, and ask people who wanted to be invited to either, like she said, like, I'm either having like, you can either come to my house or like, if they weren't local, obviously she wasn't inviting them to her house, but, just inviting them to the online party. So we're doing like a combination on Sunday to do both.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm going to run it exactly the same. I think I'll do this stuff exactly the same.
Amy, are you going to be sharing the
continue to do?
scripts?
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to share. So I have a PDF that I will give to Leah and she can post it to Grow and Celebrate. And she can also email it out to everybody if she wants to. But yeah, so you can have it.
Awesome.
Other questions, comments?
Are you going to keep doing both formats? If so, like, how are you deciding what you're going to do?
Well, the way I run my business is I do at least 12 hostesses every month. So I don't think I can completely switch to this format. And also I just have so many customers that are like either repeat hostesses and things that I want to give them the option basically. So probably like right now I run my business. I do 2 block parties a month. I just cram as many hostesses as I can into each of those parties and we party. I'm probably going to go to just doing 1 block party a month so that people still have that option. If they like that traditional style of party, I'll still do 1 a month and then do these individual parties with whoever wants to do it. So like this month I have 1, 2, 5 1-hour parties and I have 1 block party, which I was only going to do 1 this month anyways, because it's Thanksgiving and I'm going to Disney World. So, so I'll have done by the 16th or the 13th, really, I'll have had 12 hostesses done, and my month will be over by the 13th.
That's incredible. Such good planning.
Then I'm gonna go party with Mickey.
You're gonna go party with Mickey. Hell yeah, you are. I'm pumped about this. Who's trying this by just raise of hand?
I'm telling you, for your first one, you guys ask one of your friends. one of your friends that is legit going to do what you ask them to do, or a former hostess that will do what you ask them to do, because that is going to be key. And it'll also help you to kind of like finesse how you want to do this and like, you know, trial. Like I literally told Andy, like, you're my guinea pig. And like, we're doing this and she's like, Amy, there's no pencil. And I was like, oh, I have to make it like, we were learning together. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Like, so pick somebody that like, you don't care if you look a little foolish in front of, like, they'll help you through it. I think that's definitely like the key for sure. Any other questions?
I'm pumped. I want to go do it like next week.
I know, after I did that Usborne book party, I was like, I need to do this tomorrow. Like, I was like, how could it be this easy? Is what I was thinking. I was the hostess and I was like, could it be this easy?
Yeah.
Like, I just kept asking her, like, should I be doing something else? Because she knows I'm a rep, like, for
Yeah.
another company. And I feel like I should be doing something else. Like, should I? She's like, no, you're good. We're good. I was like, what? This is so easy.
Totally. Usborne's got a great system. I actually have Sam Higginson working on a stat for us right now, just so you guys know. Hopefully it's coming soon, but I had got a text from an Usborne book rep who I purchased from for the kids, and she had mentioned in there that if you want to host, she said in 2022, I gave away over $800 in free books. So it was really cool. So I'm like, Sam, can we pull that stat by rep somehow to see how many half off items and how many credits we gave away? So he's working on that. I hope that there's something in the back office soon where we could use that information, because I think that is super powerful. But anyways, does anybody else have any questions? You guys, Amy, can we like just love on Amy for a second? That is gold. And then to have something where it's actually put together that we can take away and like she's sharing across the board is incredible. Like, that's amazing, Amy.
I know my team has been like, Amy, what's the stat? And I was like, just don't ask me any questions. Let me just have it so I can just deliver it to you and you can have it all at once and I don't have to answer 1,500 questions. Just let me make this guide first, you guys. Let me do this a couple of times.
and then mic drop. It's like in a beautiful package with words, like insane. That's so good. You guys, I'll talk to Amy to see how comfortable, like where you're at, if we should, email it to the downline or people in here, or if I do a post and say, give me your email, so it's a little more private, so it doesn't go out to everybody. I'll figure that part out with Amy, but yeah, you guys, I mean, we can get it posted like right away in the team page and then get it out in emails as well. So Amy, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I can't take full credit. I'm stealing this from my Usborne Books rep. So I didn't create this. I'm just like stealing it and using it.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, thank you. Amy, I think you'll have the recording for this now so we can connect after this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. Thank you, Amy.
Thanks, guys. Yep. See ya.
Thanks.